We should be okay to say no when we are not okay with something. Things should just go away where you need to always justify yourself, where you need to always explain yourself. And when you're in a state of comparison, that is a state of unrest for you. So when it's a state of unrest, you don't feel relaxed. Women are really the pillars of each family and society and every workplace also. Whatever it is, you make them feel special and make them really feel cared for, because that's what women actually want and need. I'm Dr. Anjalika Atrey, consultant psychiatrist and sexologist. You're watching me on Midday.
Health takes a major hit in fast-paced lifestyle, and with rapid advancement, mental health has become a major concern. In respect to women, managing career, lifestyle, health becomes overwhelming. So joining us today, Dr. Anjalika Atrey, who has over 5 years of experience as a sexologist, a consultant psychiatrist, a de-addiction specialist, and a therapist, of course. So she is here to share us the insights and guide us on how to embrace the lifestyle changes and prioritize our mental well-being. Hi, Dr. Anjalika. Warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Shweta ji, for having me here.
Definitely. Okay, my first question to you, Doctor. Women play a multiple role, be it career, lifestyle, and social life. And I definitely feel that they have a lot of things to struggle with as well.
Correct.
So, how to maintain a proper mental well-being?
Well, you have rightly said that women do juggle a lot of roles, right from being a professional, to being a mother at home, to being a wife, to being a daughter-in-law and everything. So a lot of multitasking and role transitioning is required. And I think women are absolutely amazing in transitioning these jobs and roles. But having said that, it's important that we realize कि इतने सारे roles अगर हम juggle करें, so there can be a lot of exhaustion, mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion. There can be burnout as well. So it is important that we prioritize ourselves, as a unit हम family को prioritize करते हैं, but as a person we should prioritize ourselves. We should be okay to say no when we are not okay with something, right? We should not get consumed in the process of doing our jobs and roles so much so that we are not left with anything to give back. So it's important that we maintain that boundary where we are able to sort of say no when we are not okay with something.
True, Doctor. I purely feel that, and I accept that as well. Moving ahead, Doctor, look, in a woman's life, there are a lot of fluctuations, especially hormonal fluctuations. From premenstrual, I guess, symptoms to the menopause.
Correct.
So, in that case, the emotional well-being is a very big question. How to manage that well?
Well, that's a lovely question. I would say that, I think women go through a lot of hormonal shifts. We can call it hormonal gifts also, because it gives us the gift of having lots of emotions at the same time.
True.
Yes. So what happens is that, right from menarche is when, pubertal age mein women is able to have the periods. That's when the start of the periods happen. At that time also a lot of hormonal changes happen. And then the premenstrual phase, right, ek hafta before the periods, that's when a lot of hormonal fluctuations happen.
Mood swings happen.
Mood swings happen, yes. And similarly, let's say pregnancy, and then pregnancy ke baad, postpartum blues, postpartum depression and everything. And then the perimenopausal age group, when you're about to hit menopause, and then menopause is over, and then postmenopause, right? So the entire journey is like that. So what happens is that the female hormones hote hain, estrogen and progesterone, they have a direct and an indirect impact on the, let's say, the happy hormones like the serotonin and the dopamine. So as in when estrogen and progesterone go up and down, so wahan pe jab turbulence hota hai, so hamare happy hormones mein bhi turbulence hota hai. So that's when you start to feel a little sad, a little moody, a little temperamental.
Adding to this, Doctor, I feel that we try to explain what we are going through, but sometimes people are not able to understand that.
And the problem is that women are expected to explain, right? So I think that things should just go away where you need to always justify yourself, where you need to always explain yourself. I mean, if you're not feeling okay, so it's okay to say a no, right? You don't need to justify it. No is in itself a complete sentence, I believe. So having said that, ये भी जितने hormonal fluctuations होते हैं, similarly हमारे mood swings हो सकते हैं women को. They can feel irritable, they can just want to lay in bed. Smallest of the things can make them, trigger a lot. Emotionally hypersensitive feel kar sakte hain aap. That is why women are more vulnerable and prone to have all of these anxiety and depressive disorders.
So the family members should give some space and understand the situation.
Space, love, tender love, care, affection, warmth and everything. And sometimes a little bit of chocolates and flowers should also be okay.
Talking about the current digital age, look,
Yeah.
the advancements are at fast pace. So the beauty standards is a big question.
Yes.
And this creates a lot of stress in every woman's life.
Correct.
How to go through that?
Well,
Please.
I think it's very important. See, as much as the social media helps you to gain a knowledge about things and everything,
Yeah.
it is, a double-edged sword, I would say. So it can be both good for you, it can be harmful for you. Because what happens is that FOMO to बहुत लोगों को हो जाता है, right? This person is uploading a picture in Maldives. This person is looking like this. है ना?
This person has gone to Mauritius. मैं कब जाऊंगी
Yeah,
Mauritius?
so it puts you in a state of comparison, and when you're in a state of comparison, that is a state of unrest for you. So when it's a state of unrest, you don't feel relaxed, right? It adds up to your existing stress levels. Whatever, stuff you are consuming as an online media and everything, so it's important because आप constantly अगर एक certain stereotypical body ऐसी होनी चाहिए, color ऐसा होना चाहिए, measurements ऐसे होने चाहिए, अगर constantly this is the kind of stuff that you're consuming online, this is the kind of feed that you're giving to your thought and brain, right?
Yeah.
So maybe your brain is tricked into believing, okay, this is what I should look like, this is what I should be wearing, this is what I should be fitting in, right? So that definitely adds up a lot of pressure. So I believe that एक तो हमें सब लोगों को अपना screen time limit कर देना चाहिए, let's say 30 to 45 minutes a day, and that should be about it.
30 to 45 minutes. But,
Yeah, and
doctor, I feel that
it's
not
next to
possible.
impossible.
Actually.
And we should look, see, everything is algorithm based, right? So whatever you're watching once, you will be getting more of those kind of content on your phone while you're scrolling and stuff. So you should follow, very mindfully follow pages or whatever people you're following who are, one, giving you a credible and authentic source of information. Secondly, more body positive content is something that should be really looked up to, because nowadays you'll see people are having a lot of body positive content, because क्या हो जाता है ना, body image dissatisfaction बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है, that adds up to a lot of low self esteem, you don't feel good in your body, you don't feel good in your skin and all of those things, so that adds to low confidence, and eventually it reflects as a low confidence in your work also, in your relationships also, so everything is linked together.
So first of all, we need to be mentally prepared with whatever our body is, and then we need to take it in a positive way.
Yes.
Coming to a question as a relationship.
Yeah.
Talking about women.
Because it's Women's Day.
Women's Day related. Women actually go through a lot of ups and downs in case they are in relationship. Now in that case, how can one manage should be a better term, I would say. What to do in that case?
I think the hormones do a lot of drama than the women itself, but
Okay, in comparison to men, is that, like, in the case of women, is that more, or this also happens for the men?
it equally happens with men also, but just let's say before the periods, people can have, women can have a lot of PMS-like symptoms,
Okay.
but men also go through something called as andropause, right?
Okay.
How we have menopause as a thing, even men go through andropause, so they have their own emotional ups and downs and shifts in the mood, shifts in the energy and everything. Yeah, so that is also there. But coming back to the question that you have asked, as a women, women always have this subconscious thought in their head that we are the givers in a relationship. We need to check upon everyone. We need to see that everything is in place. We need to fix everything. And professionally also we need to excel. Ghar pe aage everything should be nice and aesthetic looking and everything. So at least that is something which as women we should not carry in our heads.
Okay.
So we don't need to fix everything.
We don't need to be perfect in everything.
We don't need to be perfect, and we don't need to fix everything. What happens is that फिर एक place of fatigue आ जाता है. I'm talking about mental fatigue, decision fatigue, right? Because you are so exhausted and you're over functioning yourself. So there will come a point where you'll go in a state of extreme fatigue. So like how I tell my clients also, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Right. So if you're not left with anything to give back, right, so there won't be any empathy that you'll be left by, and you'll become frustrated. What happens is that when women will say that you want me to be available all the time, always, for everyone and everything. But better way of saying this would be, if women know that it's important for them to have their own me time, a better way of saying that would be, look what, I just need a little time for myself. Maybe I won't be able to go to this family function of yours, and that's about it. It's as simple as that. So how you said, a lot of drama in a relationship, so if women are not exhausted and frustrated, they'll be able to put across their feelings very nicely, and eventually whatever ups and downs in a relationship happens because of verbal transactions, that also won't happen.
One mental health practice that every woman should follow in her life?
It's very, very, very important. Like, it's an age old saying that a healthy mind rests in a healthy body, right?
True.
So it's important that we take care of our physical health also. If you're over functioning, like I said, overburdened, no time left for yourself and all, and you're not exercising, right? We need to understand whenever we are exercising, both for men, women, and in fact for the LGBTQ also, regardless of gender, whenever
No,
you're
no, definitely.
exercising, you know, your endorphins are high, your dopamine is high. It in general puts you in a better headspace.
Yeah.
So you are able to manage everything in a much better state. It modulates and regulates a lot of our internal hormones also. That is one. So please take care of your physical health also in order to take care of your mental health. And more importantly, it's important to have a good, nutritious, balanced diet. Let's say food rich in, you know, omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, vitamin D, B12, iron and everything, because these are also the things which are responsible indirectly for regulating your mood. And we can have a little bit of breathing exercises, just 10 minutes out of your 24 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe you can cut down on your social media for 10 minutes and do a little bit of deep breathing, and going for a walk, listening to music, indulging in anything that you like. It could be drawing, painting, sketching, whatever you like, singing.
With the pace of advancement, I feel that people should also look back and should admire the natural scenic beauty.
Yes, yes, yes.
Within themselves and outside as well.
Yes, yes. That is
Absolutely. I believe that a healthier mind leads to a better you, Doctor.
Correct, correct.
And similarly, I felt that this conversation has been really insightful to me and to the audience as well. I hope you loved this discussion. If you would like to add something, Doctor.
I would say that women are really the pillars of each family and society and every workplace also. So to everyone out there, make sure that you make your women feel very special, be it your daughter, be it your wife, be it your girlfriend, be whatever it is, be it your mother, whatever it is, you make them feel special and make them really feel cared for, because that's what women actually want and need. Yeah, so happy Women's Day to all of you.
So thanks a lot, Doctor, for sharing your valuable time with us. And to everyone, stay healthy, stay fit, and stay tuned with Midday. Stay happy, of course. Stay tuned with Midday.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.